Quantitative analysis of organic compound. Next, estimation of sulfur by Carrier's method. Here we are taking a known amount of the organic substance in a Carrier's tube in which we are adding sodium peroxide or fuming nitric acid and heated the solution. Okay, nitric acid. Sulfur gets oxidized to sulfuric acid. And after adding sodium peroxide or fuming nitric acid, we are heating the solution. Sulfur is oxidized to sulfuric acid. Okay. Now we are adding excess of barium chloride solution. Okay. Barium chloride solution is added. So sulfur present in the compound get precipitated as barium sulfate. Okay. This precipitate we are filtered, washed and dried and weighed the barium sulfate. Okay. Weighed the precipitate from which we can calculate the amount of the percentage composition of sulfur present in the compound. Okay. Now, next is apparatus. Apparatus consists of a Carrier's tube, okay, in which we are taking the organic substance, okay. Then sodium peroxide is added, okay, and we are adding excess of barium chloride solution. Okay, and sealed the tube and heated the solution. What will happen? After cooling, a high pressure is developed inside the tube and barium sulfate gets precipitated. Barium sulfate is precipitated. Okay, we are filtering the solution, then weighed, and we will get the weighed barium sulfate solution from which the amount of sulfur present can be calculated. Now, next is calculations. Calculations. Let the mass of the organic compound taken is W gram. Equal W gram. Okay. Now the mass of precipitate obtained, that is barium sulfate produced, will be equal to, let it be m gram. Okay. Now the molecular mass of barium sulfate is 233. Okay. So 233 gram of BaSO4 contains 32 gram of sulfur. Okay. Now mass of sulfur present in m gram of precipitate will be equal to, okay, which will be equal to 32 by 233, 32 by 233 into m gram of sulfur. Okay, this much will be the mass of the sulfur present in m gram of precipitate. So percentage composition of sulfur will be equal to composition of sulfur, which will be equal to 32 by 233 into m into 100 by W. W is the mass of the organic compound present. Okay. It is a known amount. So from this formula, we can calculate the percentage composition of sulfur. Okay. Quantitative analysis of organic compounds. Estimation of phosphorus. Estimation of phosphorus. Here also we are using the Carrier's tube. That is, Carrier's method is using. First, weighed amount of the organic compound and fuming nitric acid is taken in the Carrier's tube. Okay, fuming nitric acid or sodium peroxide. Okay, Na2O2, sodium peroxide is taken into the tube along with that we are taking the organic compound. So while heating, phosphorus gets converted into phosphoric acid, or phosphorus is oxidized to phosphoric acid, H3PO4 is obtained. Okay, into which we are adding ammonia and ammonium molybdate solution. Okay, ammonium molybdate. Ammonium molybdate. So, phosphorus get precipitated as ammonium phosphomolybdate. Okay, ammonium phosphomolybdate will be obtained. Okay, it's precipitated. This precipitate is separated and weighed, from which we can calculate the amount of phosphorus present, or percentage composition of phosphorus can be calculated. Okay, so apparatus similar to the sulfur. So apparatus consists of a carriers tube in which we are taking fuming nitric acid, apparatus in which we are taking organic compound. Okay, then sodium peroxide or fuming nitric acid is taken, heated the compound. Okay, phosphorus is converted into phosphoric acid, into which we are adding ammonia and ammonium molybdate solution. Okay, ammonium molybdate solution. So precipitate is obtained, which is ammonium phosphomolybdate. Okay, now let us do the calculations. This is the one method for the estimation of phosphorus. There is one more method. Here the calculations in the case of ammonium molybdate precipitation. Let the mass of organic compound is equal to W gram, and the precipitate ammonium mass of ammonium phosphomolybdate obtained is mass of precipitate. Let it be m gram. Okay. Now 1877 gram of ammonium molybdate contains ammonium phosphomolybdate, that is the precipitate, contains, this is the molecular mass of ammonium molybdate, which contains 31 gram of phosphorus. Okay, 31 gram of phosphorus. Now from which we can calculate the m gram of precipitate contains. M gram of precipitate contains, how can we calculate? 31 by 1877 into m. M is the mass of the precipitate. Okay, this is the this much gram of phosphorus is present in the precipitate. Okay, now the percentage composition of phosphorus is equal to 31 by 1877 into m into 100 by the weight of the organic substance. Okay, like this we can calculate the mass of phosphorus present, or percentage composition of phosphorus. This is one method. There is one more method. The second method is by the use of magnesia mixture. Okay. Similar to this, we are taking in the carrier's tube, we are taking the known amount of the organic compound, then fuming nitric acid or sodium peroxide is taken, and magnesia. Magnesia is MgCl2 plus NH4Cl. This is magnesia. Okay, which is magnesia mixture. Magnesia mixture is taken into it. First, what will happen? We are heating the compounds. The phosphorus present gets converted into H3PO4. Okay. First is phosphorus gets converted into H3PO4, into which we are adding magnesium mixture, that is MgCl2 and NH4Cl. Okay. So a precipitate will be obtained which is magnesium ammonium phosphate. Magnesium ammonium phosphate is obtained. Ammonium phosphate will be obtained. Okay. Now we have to weight the compounds. This ammonium phosphate is again heated. It gets converted into magnesium pyrophosphate, Mg2P2O7. That is magnesium pyrophosphate. Okay. So after adding magnesium ammonium phosphate, we have to heat the solution. It gets converted, the phosphorus gets precipitated as Mg2P2O7. Okay, that is magnesium pyrophosphate, from which we can calculate the value of the weight of phosphorus present in the organic compound. Next, calculations. First, how can we calculate? Let the mass of organic compound is known mass, which will be equal to W gram. Okay. Now the precipitate, the mass of Mg2P2O7, mass of Mg2P2O7 is, let it be m gram. Okay. Now next is 2 gram of Mg2P2O7 contains 62 gram, that is P2, 62 gram of phosphorus. Okay. Now next step, therefore mass of phosphorus present will be equal to 62 by in m gram of precipitate will be equal to 62 by 222 into m gram of phosphorus is present in the precipitate. Now next, percentage composition of phosphorus will be equal to 62 by 222 into m into 100 by the weight of the organic substance. So from the formula we can calculate the percentage composition of phosphorus. Okay.